Of course, like we told you, up close and personal right here. It has been a minute since we had this, and of course, bring the segment back. We had to do it in a big way, set it up like a masterpiece. See what I did right there? Julius Owino in studio. Juliani, niaje bro?
Niaje.
Karibu sana.
Nashukuru man.
Now you see, it's been such a long time to make a social distance. Salamu ni
easy. That's why.
It's an Indian thing.
I thought it was a setup.
No, my guy. Here it's Ministry of Health Protocols.
That's
okay. What we're doing. But welcome.
Nashukuru sana.
2020 has been quite a year, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because some people are saying we are already in December. January, people had written resolutions, as is always the norm. On your list of resolutions, how many did you manage to tick?
No, I don't do resolutions every...
Mukiruka mwaka, what happens?
I do seasons. I do 5 years. 10, because always if you put your effort in something right now, it will take another 2 or 3 years to see the fruits. And that's how it is. And God are seasonal.
Okay. So for you 12 months is like too short to...
Well, a year you can't do. There's nothing you can do in a year.
Okay, that's interesting.
If you look at God, how God does things, he does things in seasons. He doesn't do in calendars and dates.
Okay. Yeah. And for you, let's speak about seasons, because you've been a man of many seasons. From die-hard hip-hop, evolved, did gospel, evolved, learned the business end of things. Now you're in tech and finance.
Now is when I'm understanding the business. Though.
Right. Yeah. This is when you're understanding it?
Yeah, now is when I'm understanding.
Okay, what do you feel you're learning now that you didn't know then? Because some people are like, Juliani has cracked the code.
No, dude. The code that we've cracked right now is that our business model as in the industry, overall even in the kila pahali, even the US and whatever, that we didn't build our business around directly going to the consumer. That's how we begin the industry, because whenever 2 or 3 are gathered, we perform here, and then it in a grow. And then now we started going to radio. So kazi ya msetu ni kucheza kwa radio na kuonekana kwa TV. And then you forget actually you are the direct contact with the consumer.
Right.
And also the consumer have varied needs. So how do we satisfy those needs? So you can either have 10,000 products, or you can have one product that is consistently growing and whatever. So I don't know how to explain that.
Right.
But atuku model yetu ikuwa sustainable. That's why msaki akifika plateau haezi enda beyond.
Okay. And it's interesting to say that, because clearly you've also evolved and gotten a lot of knowledge into this.
Yes.
Bro, is it going back to school where you did this? How do you knowledge yourself up, even like on the business of, okay, fine, and you start looking into tech,
intentional
how this business is working?
Living intentionally. Because before climate change became a thing, I already learned about climate change before, agriculture. So it's living intentional. Asijasema najijua, but what I'm saying is that I value time ile God I'm blessed now, and I'm trying my level best to be accountable for that time. So I try to I've learned more from interaction than of course kusoma, or I go back kusoma. Na nikisoma nasoma, I do and then soma, not soma alafu try to do.
Okay.
So mujingiza kwa noma, kesi baadaye.
Okay, kwa nguri ndio
unalan. And I've learned a lot from that.
And as you're learning, you're also teaching. Interesting Twitter I saw, Moji Shot Baba alikuwa anasema ulimpasha noma. What are you teaching the other generation? What are you telling them? Ulikuwa unampasha juu ya nini?
It's about the business model, about the industry venye inakaa, the different levels that we've learned. And because entertainment is so, it's nione thing more than, but nione mtu mwingine kuna ule atakuwa na better attention than where initially, you know.
Right.
So but the uzito-ness haitajaisha. And even Moji actually said, laws change, but principles don't change.
Right.
So the principles of the 10,000 hours you are putting your effort into something don't change. You know, so music can be popular, you can be una trend kila pale, but the principle is that do you have something to offer that was sort of come back to every time.
Right.
So for me, mbona niko hapa, like I've known you to probably 10 years and whatever. So by the time ulikuwa Daystar, by the time umekuwa hapa sasa umekuwa, so you have a space. Now you want to have a conversation that you didn't want to have with me, because I have substance at the same time, but also pure umeenda level flow. I don't know if it makes sense.
It does.
So substance always goes beyond the froth and the hype and the...
Okay. Yeah. No, unaongeza tu uzito hapa mtu wangu. I can see the gems are dropping, my guy. Let's talk about substance. Let's talk about masterpiece. When the deeper you get into the game, the more experience you have. You know, when you look back, kutoka siku za Jesus Knows, those first songs, that was a while back, and now masterpiece. Is there a different kind of pressure to be a different Juliani? How do you look at it? Like now, when you're
Nah, Buddha, me, nikiva party, I'm still Juliani. Nikiroll na Bugatti, I'm still Juliani, bro. Like, doesn't, because the only thing that matters, bro, is relationship na God. The rest is new fala too. Like, and I've realized as long as I try to grow deeper na God, and not try to be holy or try to be the version that I see of what Christianity or what God is, and I have that dig deep relationship-wise, hauna haraka kufanya vitu. You obey, you wait for instruction to do something.
Right.
So you don't just do things because, hey, Buddha, kila mtu ako gengeton turuke gongeton. Nah. What does God say right now about you specifically? And so una pursue more. Yeah.
And it's interesting you say that because also in terms of your music and even your identity as an artist, there was Juliani the gospel artist, and then you moved like Juliani into social justice-esque, not so much gospel-ish. Was that intentional? Was that a season?
But I've never changed anything. If you think about it, human beings just want pahali to place. But the truth of the matter, if you listen to even Jesus Knows it in itself, it wasn't outrightly gospel, and that's why it was fresh even when it was released.
Right.
You know, it was more of documenting what's happening. And
Kiota jamii.
So by the time I enter politics, it's because me a young man now. I'm 25 years old. I've met all these influential people, and I've realized that the reason why we were poor is not because we were not hardworking, because we were not bright. It was because somebody set up systems to make sure that we remain paliuko as a poor person. Like, and that's why politics and governance is really important. Right. And before you like, so if you earlier you were kusu BBI and you're talking about this, and the truth of the matter, Buddha, is that it's not that light, the way we want to make it light. Like literally, whoever becomes the president or become a leader affects who you're going to marry, what you're going to eat, and the neighborhood you're going to live in.
Right. And let's talk about that as well, because I mean, perfect segue. When you talk about BBI, your song apparently was used without your permission.
Jubilee and BBI, guys.
Wait, you just stumbled on it online? How
so
did
somebody
you get to know
sent me
about
on WhatsApp, and I couldn't trace who made that thing, because BBI and whatever. And then now later, kumbe, somebody tagged me on Twitter, and then I saw it on YouTube, on Facebook. So you actually tembea, and the worst thing out of it is that waswatani watasema, hey, huyu amefanywa, huyu nika Ben Githai, unaona, huyu nika. So Juliani amesell out, Juliani alisota sasa na anataka tafuta do, unaona. So but the reason why people are singing the song, and the reason why the song became popular, it was because of it had a soul. It represented something.
Right.
So Kendo Yeke next to something that it didn't represent, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And to make matters worse, you didn't even ask for permission. Yeah.
So for you, and it's interesting because we spoke about it on Interactive a while back, and now it's a good thing you're here. Was it the issue that they didn't seek permission, follow, copyright protocols, get it from you, or is it the fact that even if they did, you'd still have said no?
I would have said no, because so there are arrogance that comes with somebody who was in a position of power. They always think they can get away with things. Yeah. So for me, it was, if you had asked, out of my career, Buddha, I have 3 albums. And I think I've had a good run as an artist, and I'll continue having a good run. For me, that song was like a gift tunapatia back to watu. Like it, nilikuwa naenda Garissa, mama amevaa zile manini, anajua hiyo song. And they know the soul of that song. Literally umetoa pumzi, because there is the national anthem, there is Daima Kenya, and then there is Utawala.
True, that's true. That's
so, but Daima Kenya is wide. Utawala represents 70 or not, if it's not 90% of Kenyans who feel like something needs to be done for their lives to be better.
Right.
So in Amanisha, you literally have Nyang'anya Dwase voice yao.
Okay. Wow, okay, and this really runs deep on this. Already pressed on time on this one. Very quickly, let's talk about our masterpiece, because it's out even in this particular COVID season. How can guys get a hold of it? Because now stories are kwambia wase kuja kwa tuko na album launch. it's not happening anytime soon. How can guys be part of this, get this creative juice even as they go into 2021?
And at juliani.co.ke, you can pre-order one of the best albums yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
fantastic stuff. And my director is telling me, Jeff, umeongea sana, si tunataka kusikia Juliani akiperform. Can you get like a small teaser, even as we get into the break, of something from Masterpiece? Anything you feel like giving us?
Oh, sijakala hizo lyrics.
Or another gem. Hata ukitaka kwenda kwa utawala, anything that you feel you just want to leave us with creatively. This is the first up close and personal back after a long break.
Yes.
Tunasema tuanze na uzito.
Okay. Juu niko na machungu na Jubilee na BBI kwa kuiba vitu zangu, kuiba muziki yangu na kuiba solo. Let me just do. Na machungu mbaya. So ninaenda court by the way. So okay, nimeitoa na machungu, sio?
Imetoka kutoka huko ndani.
Senda. Niko njaa hata siwezi karanga. Oe hae shagala bagala. Niko tayari kulipa gharama, sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. Ufisadi, ubinafsi, ukabila, kuuza sura wataki kuuza sera. Undugu ni kufaana, sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala.
Boom. Wow.
Konjata siwezi karanga. Uwe hae shagala bagala. Niko tayari kulipa gharama. Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. Sitasimama